Hi traders, this video is focusing on the euro dollar and pound dollar analysis for the upcoming week. This is Elite Currency. My name is Chris. Let's start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar has, of course, a great breakout to the upside, but the breakout is a little bit choppy. If we zoom in to current price, you can see that price is slowing down in its movement and was not able to break the previous top. So many are already thinking about reversals, about potential downtrend. I think it's a little bit early, to be honest, and I think that this consolidation could just be still a correction for more upside. That would change, in my view, if we scroll back like this and show you this fib, if price manages to break below the 50 fib. That is quite a distance away from current price. So yes, I am not that bearish as yet. I think that price might break through the support trend line here. As you can see, if it does that, I do think there's scope for a bigger correction down to, for instance, the previous bottom right in here. And if it breaks that, it could go deeper. It could go, for instance, to the 50 fib at around 122.50. All right, so those will be potential breakouts there for the euro dollar. But I think that these two levels should provide bouncing spots. If they don't, and price breaks through the 50 fib and the long-term moving average and this support zone here, as you can see, this is a sideways movement, which often typically acts as, in this case, a support. Why? Because there was momentum, consolidation, momentum. So if price hooks back to that, it's typically a bouncing spot. But if it does break through all that, then yes, I think then in that case, we are looking at a serious kind of potential for a downtrend to develop with lots of space to fall, I think. All right, because in that case, if price breaks through that level on a daily chart, let me get rid of this fib now. Let me get rid of everything, in fact. 1 second. There we go. In that case, it looks like this was the fifth wave of a fifth wave, right? For the moment, I think this is wave 1, 2, and this is a wave 3. But if it breaks through this support zone, then it probably has finished a wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would finish a bigger wave 5 too, because this is a wave 3 of a higher degree. This is a wave 4, and this is a wave 5. So it would be finishing a wave 5 of 5, which means that there could be a pretty massive ABC correction coming up here. That could test 115, 112.50, for instance. In that case, I would be putting a fib from this entire swing low to swing high. And as you can see, fibs to reckon with are 38, 50, 61.8 fibs. So pretty spacious move to the downside could be expected. Now back to what's going on right here. So the question is this a wave 4 or at the end of wave 5? I'm leaning towards that this is still a wave 4, as you can imagine, just because the uptrend is so strong. And if you look at the weekly candles, we have bullish candles. Even last week was still a higher low. We didn't have a higher high though. But all in all, this is bullish momentum on the weekly chart, bullish alignment of the moving averages, and same thing for the daily chart with higher highs and higher lows. We're just having kind of a little bit of a pause right here. So I understand that traders could be bearish, could be looking for reversals. Personally, I think it's too soon in my view. I think that traders tend to look for reversals a little bit often too early. I'm afraid that that's the case here. I wouldn't be surprised if price can make a consolidation and then still make that upside. The target, I think, for the moment, if I use, let's see, I will use the 4-hour fib I was using, right? So that would be from, let's do that again, from here to here. And the target, minus 272 target at around 126.80, 127.50, obviously, is around level. I didn't do that correctly, this fib. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, 127, 127.50 is the next kind of quarter level to reckon with. On hourly chart, there's really nothing much to add. You can see that the choppiness is making this more like a correction. So this could be an A, this could be a B, and this could be a C. Whether this wave C is finished, probably not. Let's put a fib from here to here, and I would expect price to go at least to the 78.6 fib. But if for whatever reason price does break through these resistance trend lines, then yes, there could be an immediate breakout as well. All right, next on the list is the pound dollar. This pound is already breaking through support and could be making that ABC I just discussed on the euro dollar as well. As you can see, A, B, C is possible, and that could be the end of a wave 4 as well of a higher degree, and up it goes for wave 5. that was even possible here, that this was the end of wave 4, but this slow kind of corrective movement, it did not seem like part of the wave 5. In fact, price hardly managed to escape the moving averages, as you can see, kind of stayed glued to it, which is not a good sign. That indicates correctiveness, and indeed, price broke through the support trend line, starting to look more like basically probably a zigzag. It didn't go deep enough for a flat, I believe, officially. But in any case, it could become a triangle too, by the way. So price might hit this bottom, hit this top, hit this bottom, and then move up, and then complete an A, B, C, D, E triangle, and up it goes. That would also end the wave 4. Let me renew this template too with the pound dollar, and let's take a look at the daily chart. There we go. You can see full momentum to the upside. Also, these weekly candles, full momentum. Last week was a doji, but otherwise, no hesitation of upside so far. So let's put a fib on this daily chart too. Let's put it from here to here, the most recent fractals. And you can see the price bounce at the 38.2 fib. So for the moment, if price still retests the 50 fib in the short-term moving average, that could still be a bouncing spot at the end of a wave 4, or it could retest this bottom too, as I said, and make a triangle like this. Right? So a triangle or a hit of the 50 fib would still be, in my view, bullish kind of formations to think about. If price, just like with the euro dollar, breaks below the 50 fib, then it would change things, because then in that case, I think there's pretty much space for price to fall towards these support levels, the broken tops. And as you can see, that's a pretty hefty move from 139 down to about 136, 136.50. All right, and that could then be a bigger kind of downtrend emerging in that case. So we can put a fib from here to here too. And as you can see, the minus 272 target lines up with that 50 fib. So that could be a strong bouncing spot, something to reckon with. So let's see which we get, the 50 bounce or triangle, or do we get a break of the 50 fib and a downtrend? That all depends on how price responds when the week opens at this level. If we see bullish candlestick patterns here, that could either mean that there's an ABC finished or that a triangle will emerge. The breakout, as you can imagine, is dependent on probably this trend line, for instance, like this. So if it does break, there should be a bounce, flag, and a breakout. That could send price higher. What target? Well, the minus 272 target, 145, 145.75 is probably the next level to think about. All right, more free analysis on a daily basis at elitecurrency.com. Also check out and try out our ECS.start package with a lot of free indicators and material on our homepage. Just scroll down to the bottom to find, or about halfway, you'll find ECS.start. All right, wish you all good trading. Talk to you soon. Cheers.